my right foot is on the bass drum. The drum directly in front of me right here is our snare. We have the first tom-tom, second tom-tom, floor tom. To my left, I have the hi-hat closed. Open would sound like that. Crash is going to be up here. And then I have a crash to the right / ride. Alright, so again, real slow. We have our bass drum, snare drum in front of us. Right above is going to be tom number 1, tom number 2, floor tom. Hi-hat to the left. Above that is our crash, and to the right we have our crash or ride. Basically, we're letting our sticks work for us and bouncing it against the head of the drums. Alright, so if I basically want to pinch and wrap my middle, ring, and pinky fingers around the stick, okay? At this point, I have my thumb facing me. As I hit a surface, I'm going to rotate my wrist just a little bit so that the back of my hand is more facing towards the ceiling. We want a bounce motion off of the drum. We don't want to dig into the drum or leave the drumstick on the surface. We want to bounce off. Alright? Bouncing off of the surfaces. Alright? So if that's a little hard for you, one thing I recommend for a lot of my students is to hold your wrists and see if you can just bounce the stick with just your wrists. You don't need your arm. Just toss your stick and have it bounce back up. Okay? If you're comfortable with that, you can go around the drum set wherever you want, but make sure you're not digging into the drums, right? You don't want to work harder than you need to. Kick drum technique, right? Now, if I look down, let me see if I can adjust this. Alright, on my pedal, let me move my foot. I'm going to place my toe on the pedal. The back of my heel is coming up, right? So it's more like this on the pedal, right? I want to use the weight of my leg to push down and have the beater hit the surface, right? And then coming off. I don't want to dig into it. I want to bounce off of the surface, just like you would on the drums, right? I'm bouncing off the surface. I'm now bouncing off of the bass drum head. Let's go over different drum strokes, okay? And what I mean by that is the type of bounce we have with our drumsticks, right? So the first one I usually teach is a full stroke. I'm going to use my shoulders and kind of guide off of there, okay? I want it parallel, and as I bounce the stick, it's going to come back up to that same position, right? I don't want to leave my stick down. It has to bounce completely up. Alright, and this is what we mean by full stroke. We don't want to have low strokes, right? We want to have full, it comes back up, full, comes back up. Alright, so full stroke, okay? Next one, we have our downstroke, which is where we throw our stick down and we keep it low, right? So these two different techniques, we'll kind of see it for different applications, but for now, we have downstroke. We're at our top position, throw the stick down, and we keep it down, right? Down, down. Okay, so we have full, all the way back up, and then down, keeping it down, right? So from this position, we have our tip of the sticks just a little bit above the head. I'm not touching the head, right? I have it above the head. Now, what I want to try to do is an upstroke, which is basically a tap to come back up, right? I drop my wrists, have it come back up, right? So I start from this position, from low, and I want to bounce back up. Just like that. Reset. So, to review, I have full strokes, where I come back up. I have our down stroke, right? I want to stay down, reset, down, down, okay? And then from this position, we have our upstroke, where we come back up, tap, right? Reset, tap, tap. The drum notation key is a guide to help us read future drum beats. If we read from left to right, we have bass drum, snare, tom 1, tom 2, floor tom, hi-hat, crash, and ride. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. For more information or to book your session, scan here. Thanks for watching.